Welcome everybody to the J Wellness Studio. I have an exciting video here today. I'm going to be reviewing some headset pieces here, and I have all different types here. So I hope all of you stick along because this is going to be very exciting. This is going to talk about some things that I've researched over the past couple of months, and I never really got a chance to do a video about it. As you can see here, I have some different types of headphones laid out here, and I've kind of marked them here. And so I've been kind of doing a lot of research about different ones. I'm going to go through each and every one of these to kind of talk about how beneficial they could be. If you're struggling with ear problems, ear clogging, some of you are dealing with tinnitus, Eustachian Tube Dysfunction, and you're just going through it basically. So I wanted to put together a little bit of some different ones here. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to jump in. I don't want to over talk all of you. We're going to start with number one. So number one is, obviously, these are not name brand, but these are ones that I see quite a bit. A lot of younger people wear these, or maybe if you're planning to go on a jog or workout. So these are a little bit easier. These are kind of the earphones that go inside the ear directly, and some of them create like a suction. And I have seen those to be very irritating. So if a lot of you like those type of earphones, AirPods or whatnot, then those are going to be decent. But I'm going to talk about every one of these, give you the pros and cons of all of these. This is not an affiliate link type video or anything like that. This is just me having all of these type of headphones. I have used all of these many times, and I'm just going to give you my example, my opinions of how good they all are and how some of them are terrible for you. But let's start with the first one. These are relatively the same. So this one I have here, these are different, believe it or not. This one I have here is the one that creates that kind of like that suction. So like you can pull off, this one you can pull off like the tip of it, and you can replace them. And so when you pop them in, I really don't like these at all. These are the ones that really bother me quite a bit. It's because when you put these in, it creates that real weird kind of like in a cave type feeling in your ear, and I don't recommend these at all. So like literally you could pop out the ear part of it and swap them out. I have saw with these particular ones, they create a lot. Like if you have already existing issues with the ears, these kind of can create more problems because of the humidity of these. When you're sweating, the humidity that's built up, and if you have earwax, like packed earwax, like these can kind of like just exasperate some of the problems I've seen because there's just no airflow at all going in. It's just completely just yeah. These are a little bit harder to deal with. So that's my personal experience, my personal opinion. But I've seen these particular earphones be very challenging. These are a little bit different, believe it or not. These are more all one piece, and these don't come off. This is just one solid earbud that goes in. I have gotten pretty good, I'm feel pretty good about these right here. I use these quite a bit. These are like my active ones that I use quite a bit. I like these particularly because they don't disconnect, and they do allow a little breathing in the ear canal there. So when you put these in, you can kind of still get a little. Some of you have different ways of how putting this, but basically when you put these type in, you can kind of not feel like you're in this little smuggling cave. Like your ear is just, you can't hear anything. You just feel like everything is just like you're in this glass jar. You can't feel or hear anything, and it's a little weird for me. So I have these kind of give me a sense of like disconnection, but not really, completely. And it just turned on some songs right now. Wow, that was weird. But yeah, these are pretty cool for me anyway. I like using these. And let's go on to number two. These right here are pretty nice. These are the over-the-ear headset pieces for studio quality here. This is a J-Lab. This one's really nice. I use this one when I'm doing sound therapy editing. If you are struggling with Eustachian Tube Dysfunction, I recommend something similar to this. Is because the reason why these are so much better is because inside, if you notice here, I'm going to put this up to the camera. Inside, there's like an insulation pad inside here. And what's good about these particular headphones here is that it doesn't really give you that muffling type feeling. So like when you put these over your ear, it doesn't completely just decline all the ear pressure. Pretty much, it doesn't mess up with your ear pressure. It let me just put them on real quick. So see, it kind of gives a comfortable, it's a comfortable over the ear headset, and it's really nice. So if you're looking for something particularly that just not going to disrupt your ear pressure, and it's not going to like give you that hollow feeling, that weird in the cave feeling, this is one of the good ones. And the material is really nice too. So I use these a lot with editing, when I'm doing editing on my videos, because they're just comfortable and it doesn't really clog my ears. Now, this is the one. If you didn't hear all that, if you wanted to skip to this, totally understood. These right here, and I'm going to get right into it. These headphones right here, and I'm going to talk about why these are like my absolute worst of the worst. Now, research has been done and has been shown that these type of headpieces are the ones used a lot in call centers. Now, little information here, backstory. Um, I would say about 10 years ago, maybe a little bit more. I used to work in a call center environment, and I want to tell you that I use this 8 to 9 hours a day, and during peak seasons, 10 hours a day. And I use this headset, and I'm going to tell you right now, I have the worst ear problems that you could ever imagine. Now, a lot of research is still underway, but the thing about these particular earphones is that the pressure of your eustachian tube is not being equalized when you're using this type of headset. Reason being is when you're using this headset, obviously one ear is completely open and the other ear is obviously sustaining pressure and the sound waves, and it's sustaining all the noise, all the audio. I have researched very in depth and very intensely, and have seen that these particular headphones, now I don't know of a lot of people that still use these, but these right here have been linked to giving more people ear infections. Now, I don't mean direct, like I'm not saying when you use these, you're going to get an ear infection. There's a lot of things in between that can happen. If you are changing medications, and if you're in between allergy season, or you just come off a cold, there's a lot of reasons why this can make that condition or that situation worse. I'm not saying that this is going to give you an ear infection. I'm saying that there has been studies shown that this particular headset has greatly increased the chances and likelihood of developing ear-related problems. That's with eustachian tube dysfunction, tinnitus, and ear infections. So reason why I bring this up is, again, just look at the dynamics of it. When you wear this particular headpiece, it's kind of hard to put this on with my hat on, but when you wear this headpiece, if you notice, I'm going to hear all the audio and the sound out of one ear, and this ear is not going to hear it at all. It's nothing there. Well, our eustachian tube's job is to equalize pressure as well as drain fluid. And when you have this particular headset on and you're using this one, you're getting all this sound and pressure buildup, possibly from using it and overusing it. And this one is not getting it. So for all you gamers out there or call center representatives, you can educate me on the ones that you probably use. I have seen a lot of gamers use maybe something similar to this, maybe obviously more expensive maybe than this. But if you're using something similar to this, and if you're a call center rep or you're a church, someone that's constantly on the phone, there has been studies with just receiving the transmission of audio from one ear, and the buildup of pressure that it also, the buildup of pressure, and also the lack of pressure equalization, is because of the one ear off, one ear on kind of situation. And so if you find yourself working at a job where you're using this and you're starting to feel ear related problems, look a little into it. You don't have to take my word for it, but these have been linked to having more ear problems than any of the other ones that I'm going to talk about right here. And also this one has kind of like a leather material, which also it's not very good with leather. Leather has been shown again to also house bacteria. And when you're sweating, it's just going to completely keep that bacteria and all the nasty stuff that comes with the ear inside the ear, as well as traps all that inside this little piece here. So that is my take on that. I completely trash that headset, but this is not going to be good for you if you're trying to avoid ear problems. So if you're working in that environment, just let your supervisor know that you're better off working with something like this. The reason being with this one is that it's a styrofoam type material, which is a lot better than the leather, believe it or not. I've heard stories that the leather the leather creates like a suction too. So it also depends on the earpiece itself, but this creates a suction, and it's housing all of that in your ear, and it has no way or no room to breathe. Whereas the styrofoam is a little looser, not form fitting over the ear. It's going to help keep the air at least still being able to be reachable to the ear. So the styrofoam is a better mechanism if you're trying to avoid clogging that ear up. So use the styrofoam one, as well as it's also a dual piece headset, which is going to help keep the pressure equalized and keep everything loose. And so this is going to be better if you're a call center rep that's out there that's dealing with problems, or you just finished, or you're trying to get over it, or whatever your situation is. This is much better for you for call center reps or people troubleshooting, things like that. So if I had to rank these, I would say this one's going to be the best one in my opinion. This one's going to be not as bad, but in my opinion, when it creates that suction, it can be harmful. Typically, people don't keep these particular headphones in that long, but if you do, be very careful of that. This one here is probably the best one you can buy, depending on the brand material. This one does have a leather surface, but the good thing about it is it's loose fitting, and the inside doesn't suction the air off, so you at least get some airflow going in. So these are really good. And again, these are the worst ones you can use, to me, in my opinion. And these are average standard ones that you can use that are better than these. So if I had to rank these in order, I would say these are the best to use. These right here are the best to use. I would say second, a good second, or even not far off this one. This one's a good second. I put these together because they look similar, but I don't really think these are that great for you. So I'm going to say first, this one's going to be a good close second, if not even. This one's just really, really not that great, but I would say it's a close third. And then trailing at the end, I would say this one is next, kind of tied for third, this one here. And then coming in at the last of the last, the fourth place, this one right here. So this video appears to look like I'm selling these pieces or marketing for these headset pieces. I'm not. I'm definitely telling you right now that we use these all the time in our day-to-day lifestyle, and they all give you different audio quality and sound quality. But I do want to let you know they all come with its consequences, and they do come with cons. So if you're dealing with ETD, be sure to be careful with the type of headset you're using. And so again, if you're in a call center, be very mindful that these have been shown to be very, very harmful for the ears over an extended period of time, extended use. So I hope this video was very helpful for you. If it was, take time to like my channel, like the page. I also have an ETD group. I'll be linking that in the description as well. So for some of you that are just overall having ear problems and you need some help, that group is going to be very beneficial for you. And so, yeah, I hope this was very helpful. I'm going to go ahead now and step out of the J-Wellness studio and leave you in good hands with this video. Like anything else, folks, I am here to simply go back to the basics. Take care, everybody.